Morning guys, it's a Tuesday morning, April 16. We're going to do a walking exercise again guys. As usual, every other morning. We cannot make it every morning. We can do it every other morning.
I thought you had out me ready.
Morning honey.
Stretching.
Say good morning to them.
Morning, everyone. So what's our plan, boss?
We go for a walk.
We're going for a walk. I'm going to come home and eat my 3 eggs. And some, what is that that you've been giving me? The papaya.
Papaya or apple, but we don't have papaya right now.
Yeah, so do we have
We can
apple?
get apple. We will get apple.
We'll get apple. Okay.
Okay guys, update you later.
Good morning.
Sun is already.
Be a hot one again. Feels like almost 100 yesterday.
It looks foggy. It's look fog. It's my husband.
Yeah. They said it was 100, well, probably was 100 yesterday. Some areas it were like 110, 114. It was 42 Celsius and 43 Celsius in a few other places.
Hi guys. As usual, walking is our exercise. Because my husband can't do jogging.
No jogging. No.
So just walking only guys.
I can do jogging, just my knees are going to be affected by it. Which impacting my knees.
This is in it. It looks like fogging. My camera it's fogging. I don't know. It's really fogging. I put in a driving mode.
Huh?
I put in a driving mode.
It's a driving mode.
Yes.
You got a steering wheel? Somebody souped up their little e-car there.
Yeah.
Got a diamond plate on it.
There's a traffic policy now.
EMC Golf.
There's a traffic.
Tied up. He's being bad, so he's tied up. No, he's mad because we tied him up. He wants to.
Morning.
Yeah,
No drink.
no drink.
Why?
Kuya, it sounds like a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Hanging on the
Hammock.
hammock, hanging on the under the tree. And not only that,
Well, lately it's been cutting off around
Yeah.
11, around 1 or 2.
yeah, it's always cutting off the electric. It's on and off, on and off.
Morning,
Just like
girls.
just like yesterday, we had cutting off the electric. It's about I think 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah, when it got hotter, it seemed like it was cutting off outside.
As usual, watermelon.
Yeah, we gotta get
Our
some more.
present with watermelon. It's more giving us more
Hydration.
hydration.
I mean, you put a bottle of vodka, you have a party. You gotta plug in and stick the vodka in and let it sit all day.
Yeah.
You got some really good watermelon. Oh, they got the Winders in there.
Yeah, they have already. We are there, guys.
Yeah.
They had already the windows.
New church.
It's late na, guys. 45 minutes, I think.
5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like a buffet on a boat?
I don't know how they serve it.
See,
I don't know how they serve the food. All I know, it's a restaurant floating restaurant. So I don't know. Maybe buffet that one.
You see what it said on his shirt? Don't try shabu. That's what it says. Well, I'm just reading what it says.
Where is it?
Don't try. Shabu is drugs.
On the shirts.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
So now,
My name is now Joe.
yeah,
Hey, Joe.
they always call her Art. They always call people. They always call him by name Joe.
Sometimes I'll be cocky about it. I'll say, my name's not Joe.
The water is nice, as usual, guys.
Now we can't see the island again.
Yeah, we cannot see the island again, the Camiguin Island.
There are like, what, 5 or 6 islands out there.
So, as usual, still clear water.
Is that a kite or a drone?
Where is it? A kite. It's a nice weather here, honey. It's nice to swim. It's clean. The water was, I know, it's so clear.
Yeah.
It's nice to swim. Can you feel the breeze?
Not very much.
No, it feels like a bit cooler.
I don't know about that. I feel that sun beating on me. There's a little breeze coming this way. I'm right because you can see the flags are going that way too. There's not much of a breeze.
Yeah. If you don't have a schedule to go somewhere, if we just stay only at Ballesteros, we just do like this, guys, regularly walking at the morning. It's a simple day morning,
Yeah.
a simple morning day. We just go to the boulevard, do walking exercise. Oh, I feel the breeze, honey.
I see it, but it's not much. Don't feel it that much.
Yeah, I can see now. Said don't try shabu. Shabu is a drug, so don't make it as a habit. Not even try. Don't try, guys. It's not good.
We got a bunch of little puppies running this way.
Yeah, so good. Are they they put a pump over there. The first time I see the pump. The last time I've never noticed that there was a pump there.
I've never seen the sailboat out here either. The way the winds are here, you can sail.
Can we sit over there? It's shady. We do break. Over here it's shady. Yeah.
And no sign.
Uh,
So it's a little shadier in here. If you're looking for free delivery on vape, hi, we're back. We're in the shade. It is very hot today, but we're still on the beach. The beautiful Elstero Beach.
we're just having
Our walk.
our walk.
So what is our story going to be today? Are we going to talk about how we met? How long ago was that?
How you tell it to them?
Why do I tell it?
The story how we met.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. It was 2018. Well, we had talked online in 2017 around November, right? Yeah.
No, early November.
It was early in November. We didn't become boyfriend girlfriend until
November
November
2017.
22nd.
Year 2017, November 22nd.
Right. Well, what? It was November 22nd.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. See, the women are supposed to know all this.
22nd year 2017.
Right. And we first met when? March, April? No, that's what I was confused. I think it was March.
March or is mid-March or March, April.
Yeah. So that was in 2018.
Yeah.
I came to Manila. How long did I stay?
I think it's 10 days or 2 weeks.
2 weeks, I think I came this that time. Yeah.
And then he flew back to US.
Yeah.
So on the August of 2018,
Got married.
we got married. He decided
No, she
decided
twisted my
to-
arm. She twisted my arm. I'm telling you, she really twisted my arm.
to get married with me.
Don't let her think it was an easy thing.
So we're just-
She was demanding.
We just did our marriage
In Manila.
in Manila as a civil marriage. So
And we did. It took us how long to get married? From the paperwork. I had to go down. Then you had to go down to the embassy, and I had to get because I was divorced, so I had to get proof that I was divorced. So you have to go to embassy. I think it was like what, $50.
yeah.
They just stamp it, and then that goes to the
Yeah, that
city
paper.
hall.
Yeah, that paper they call it capacity to marry. Just like here, guys, in the Philippines, if you will what is that? Get married.
Yeah.
You have the requirements also as a senomar.
She has
Just
to
like
get.
a senomar.
Yeah, she's got to
So
get
I
the
got-
senior. She
I
had to
got
get
my
all that.
senomar. He also applied for his capacity to marry that comes from U.S. Embassy. So that time when because I am the only one that time who's doing the paperwork on our marriage, because that time he was still in the US. So it's
She handled the
super
whole wedding.
hassle that time, guys, because the problem on that one is we have to be sure that it's not conflict the day that he will be going to arrive here.
And when I leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You only have so many days from the time you
There's a time slot also
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the schedule of our
Marriage.
ceremony.
It was like 20 days.
Yeah, something like that.
So I had to come early, do it, and then do the. And I almost didn't make it because for as many trips I've made to the Philippines, the day that I'm supposed, the week I'm supposed to, the month I'm supposed to get married, nothing went right. But it did go right
Yeah.
because.
Your luggage lost.
Well, yeah, luggage got lost. But then remember when I first went to come, I was in New Jersey, and then they had a rain. And New Jersey, if you know anything about that airport, it just takes a sprinkle and they'll cancel a flight. So my flight got canceled, and that was going to be a problem because it means if you missed one flight, you miss all your flights in a row, unless you have. I didn't have a lot of layovers. I think I had layovers, but my time was like an hour and a half on each one. So that was the issue because it was going to throw everything out of whack. So I was complaining to them. They finally got me a flight. My original flight was from New Jersey to Guam to the Philippines. So what they did is they got me a flight to Japan. So I flew to Japan. Now I was going to have a day layover there, so I was still going to be behind on what time I was going to be there. And I had to be at the embassy because you got to make an appointment. Then you had to make an appointment to go to the embassy. So that was my issue. So when I got to Japan, this was weird too because when I got to Japan, they made me go out. They stamped my book, made me go out and come back in because they gave me a 90-day. Visa, which because if you're staying overnight in the airport, which I don't understand because normally an airport's neutral, but in Japan they maybe go, you go out, you come back in, they stamp it, the 90-day visa, then you come back into the airport. So I was checking up on my luggage and where my next flight was going to be. I luckily got this guy, and I can't remember which airline it was that I was flying at the time. And he came back to me and says, I helped you out. This was a Japanese. He helped me out by getting me the next flight, which was like in the half an hour. So he carted me with my luggage and everything, got me through the process, and got me on the plane. So I ended up.
You lost your luggage.
Yeah, I lost my luggage. Well, didn't I go to Hawaii first before I got to Japan? I think. Well, that was another trip.
I don't know.
So then when I got to Japan, I was supposed to be in Manila at 11:30 p.m. on my original flight, and I ended up getting in Manila at 2:30 p.m. So I got there 8 hours early. And so that was, I ended up getting there 8 hours earlier than I was supposed to be. So that worked out fine. But the stress of it, because they're like, everybody's arguing with me, no, you can't go, you can't do this. And I think, because the New Jersey flight was all screwed up, I got into the TPA where you had to go through the screening and stuff. And I got some guy in front of me, and he held up the line for almost 45 minutes. The guy had cheese in there wrapped in aluminum foil, so you know what they were thinking. It was crazy. And when I went to get to the plane, the lady at the counter said, "Plane's already boarded, you can't get on." I freaked out. I'm like, no, you can't do this. This is not working out, because it just kept getting worse. But finally, she, went into the computer, and then she said, "Okay, we're going to let you on." So they opened the door and let me back on. So that was a blessing. So, but Donna kept saying, what were you saying? You were praying. You were praying each time.
Yeah.
Each time she told me, "Oh, don't worry, baby, I'm praying." And every time she say that, boom, an opening would come. So this is my lucky charm right here.
Lucky charm.
Lucky charm. And she's not even Irish. So yeah, that was just it. So
we did. We we completed the requirements, then we had
running around.
yeah,
A lot of
running
running around.
around
Had to
and-
get me a suit, which was hard.
yeah, because we had a lot of stuff to do. We have to find out also his suit, because it's hard for us to find a suit because
Fit my chest. It was, everything was so. So we ended up getting a suit, but they had to take in the sides around here, around my arms, because it's just. I could button it on my stomach, but I couldn't get it to button on my chest. And if you
at
the Viking,
yeah, it's a private. It's
a
only for family.
Yeah, it's a family buffet thing. So
Yeah.
we rented the whole place.
We just
Well, half a
invited-
part of it.
Yeah, we just celebrate with family only in Vikings at SM North.
Yeah.
So at the same time, that's how we.
And the guy that married us was late, right?
Yeah. And at the same time, that's also the place where held our ceremony. Then and
What do you call it? It's your. I just went to my tongue and I can't think of it. Our party, just a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. The after wedding party. So we had that there. So there's food and stuff, drink.
and also the time the. How do you call the? I forget already. How do we call the persons who will do the ceremony?
The preacher or the
It's not the
civil
preacher.
servant.
Yeah.
They got the guy here that marries you is a civil servant.
Yeah,
in the
I
city hall.
forget, guys, what how they called them, but she just came into the venue for to did the for us to do the ceremony, and he was late
Yeah.
also.
And then the other part was the day before. Was it the day before we were? Me and my cousin were sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. We had ate something. It's funny if your stomach's not used to the Philippines, which I thought of mine was, but my cousin and I both got stomach cramps bad, and everybody else was fine, but we got it. So we had a fever and stomach cramps and diarrhea. We were a mess.
There's a lot of fish.
Yeah. So talking about being
So-
stressed out before the wedding.
So that's how we met and get into married.
Yeah.
And we also have, guys, age gap, 18 years gap.
Okay. That's awful.
18 years gap, guys.
18 years.
And my husband was divorced, and I am a
Yes.
single before we first met.
Yeah.
So
So and I have two daughters from that marriage that are quarter Filipino.
they
Ashley
have already their own families.
Yeah.
So they were adults, both adults.
30s. My youngest one's 36 and the oldest is 38. And if anybody else knows, I had an older daughter named Jennifer, but she passed away in 2014. She would have been 44 right now. That's our lives. And then we lived.
That's how the symbol.
We got married in 2018. I came back again when 2019 to be with you. And I stayed how long that time? A couple of
It's
weeks.
always,
Yeah, it's always a couple of
always
weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And then I was supposed to come back in January of 2020. And then what happened? COVID came. And that was, oh Lord. Nobody could fly out. Nobody could do anything at that time.
No, 2019, I think.
No,
You came
I came in 2019. COVID came in 2020 because I came here in the end of 2020. Because remember, I was supposed to come in January to get, I think it was work that caused that one. And then in April, that's when COVID started coming up.
So,
No,
2020, you came
Yes,
here
yes.
October 2020.
October 4th, 2020, I came here.
October 2020. And up to now, my husband is with me.
Yeah, she won't let me go back. But yeah, so I've been here ever
For
since.
how many years now, honey?
Well, almost.
No, it's not straight because he just had a vacation in US last November.
Yeah, I went 2 weeks in November to see my
This
daughters.
year.
Yeah. But
November this.
I was
No, November last year. Sorry.
last year we were there. I was there for a week in Virginia and a week in Florida. To see my kids and my grandkids on the first week, and then the second week I went to Florida to see my brothers and my dad. And my dad is around 80, I believe 87. So I hadn't seen him in almost 6 years, so I wanted to go see him. Yeah. And my mom's been passed for over 20 years, 24 years. She passed in 2024. So it's 20 years, yeah. She died at 81. So my stepfather, they've been married since I've been together since I've been 5. So he is 80. He was 15 years younger than my dad, my mom. So. But my mom never looked her age. She was young. That's why I look so pogey.
It's an Irish. Your mother is Irish.
Yes, my mother was
and you are
Irish.
American.
Yeah.
It's a combination of Irish American.
Yeah, and my dad was, I'm assuming my dad was English. I don't know where my ancestral part is on that.
So that's our lives again, guys.
So then we lived in Manila during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And that was fun. I had the 14-day quarantine, which was a joke. Remember the first? I had to go into quarantine at the hotel. Now when you checking in because I got here on spouse of a Filipino.
That
Yeah.
was 2020.
Yeah.
Year 2020.
Yeah, but that was the
It's a mandatory
quarantine.
to have a quarantine that time.
Yeah, but it was weird because remember, I went in the hotel, and they were supposed to have food. So you were supposed to eat in the hotel. They're supposed to have food, but the hotel didn't have food. They said that so I had to call you to bring food, or I could go outside to the store and get it. And I was like, how does that? I could walk out the building and go to the 7-Eleven, but I'm on quarantine. That didn't make any sense. But you know, there's a lot of nonsense to that. We're not going to go into the gives and takes of the virus.
It depends maybe on the hotel that
Yeah.
stay.
They weren't really strict to the rules.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
They're
So
not really strict.
mine was 10 days, wasn't it? In the hotel.
No, 3 days.
Oh, it's right. It was 3 days, but I got out 3 days.
Two or three.
Yeah.
It's not.
It wasn't a 14 day. Well,
2 days only.
the 14 was when I got home. I had to stay the rest of the 14 days.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And they were strict back then. They were like, if you were sitting on the streets, the Barangay or whoever it was, there's videos of they chase you.
Because
off the street.
every barangays that time was also put into quarantine, so they have a quarantine pass.
Yeah. So she could go out. I could not go out because of my
They locked
age.
them.
They would not allow me to go out to the stores. You could go in your local places. I could walk to the local places. But if I wanted to go to the supermarket or to the mall, I couldn't go. Yeah. But then they probably lifted. But it'd go up and down. The cases kept going. It was crazy. So, and then I did get sick. I got sick. And then we don't know if I had COVID, but I think I did. Because we went to Emma's house, had spicy chicken, and I wasn't feeling too great, feeling a little feverish. But I just thought it was because we were on the train and it was hot, so I just felt like that was just making me uncomfortable. And
because you're still
in July.
you're still adjusting yourself
Yeah.
on the weather. So
Yeah, so that one was the worst. That one took me to my knees. I've never had a cold, whatever that was, to take me down. I was hot, cold. I couldn't even get up. I almost had to crawl out of bed a couple of times. I had no energy. And that lasted 2 weeks. And at the tail end of the 2 weeks, I started bouncing out. And Mama still was sick. And you guys were down there taking care of her, and I was upstairs. So it was just, Mama was too weak to walk up, stay in her room, so she stayed downstairs. We didn't take her to the hospital. And then she got bent worse, and she passed away. So that was, we were in Manila for how long? I'd say a year and a half at the time. Almost 2 years.
yeah. After you came,
Yeah, 'cause you signed the lease before I got there in August, and I got there in October. So I was supposed to be there in
yeah,
August.
that's 2 years. That one.
It was
2 years.
it was like a year and a half. Yeah, it was like a year and 6 or 7, 8 months. We lived in Manila, but we still. I mean, it was actually 2 years because we came to Ballesteros for the funeral, so we had to do the stuff for the funeral, and we stayed here for about a month, and then we went back to Manila, and we decided to come here, and we were going to come here and stay here 3 months, and then go to vegan. And the reason we were going to stay here for 3 months because we had the tail end of your mom's funeral stuff to do. So and then we ended up staying. But we make trips to vegan. We've made 4 or 5 trips to vegan. I still like vegan more than anything else. But we're here in Ballesteros. But we do our travels. And that's why our YouTube channel was closed down for how long?
For how long?
Yeah, because when her mom passed, when the COVID, I want to say, I think our last video was April 2020. And then we didn't start back up to this year, the beginning of 2024. So it's almost 3 years, a little less than 3 years that we haven't getting videos because we were so tied up with the funeral and then just getting back on our feet. So, yeah. So that's our story to now. Anything else you want to add to it? How bad a husband I am.
That's the story, guys.
That's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's the love story.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah.
So we just update you guys. Just update you. So that's for now, I think.
So now we're here on the beach, hanging
Just
out,
hanging out,
and then trying to show
chilling.
you our adventure. So our next adventure is when? Thursday, when the power's out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go and try that little restaurant on the boat. So we're gonna take a trip there. See how that goes. It is getting hotter, so we've got to plan our trips right. We'd like to go early in the morning. So our problem is going to be, is that going to be,
But I
that's a
don't know if
lunchtime
they,
thing,
yeah.
right? Yeah, so, yeah.
It's maybe early.
We might go,
Maybe
we'll probably go sightseeing, show you around some things over there. Then go to the restaurant on the boat and deal with that because we have to leave early because it gets too hot to go in the afternoon. To do that. So we'll make our plans. We'll let you know. It's just like we do things at the spur of the moment.
Okay, guys, we close the vlog now. We see you again later, guys.
All right, and like I said, like and subscribe. If you have any friends that would like to watch, please invite them. And peace, love. I get this one backwards, right? Love, peace, and happiness. Yeah, my favorite saying: love, peace, and happiness. Don't get stressed. Enjoy life.
Okay, guys.
All right.
See you again in the next one.
Love you, baby.
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.